everyone, Niklsun here, and welcome back to Coming Soon Movie News with Niklsun. This is a show where we break down all of the day's movie news and go over what it means for the production in general. If you're looking for a specific story, check the description of this video below. You can see the start times as to when they all start. But without any further ado, let's get started with today's hot topics. Well, everybody, it looks like the Jumanji remake is in full swing. The movie is now scheduled. It was originally scheduled to come out this December. They pushed it to June of next year, I believe, or July of next year. So it comes out at the end of July of 2017. And so casting has been ramping up. I mean, franchise Viagra, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has joined the cast. That was announced about a month ago, and it was a little surprising to me, but then I thought about it and I went, no, this makes sense with the last couple of films that he's been doing. It makes sense. And I mean, everybody loves The Rock. He's going to make this movie, I think, very entertaining. And now we've got more casting announcements. So it was hinted when The Rock was first rumored to be part of it, that Kevin Hart would be joining him. That has now been confirmed. Kevin Hart is now officially on board the Jumanji remake. But also, The Rock just announced like 2 days ago or so, Jack Black himself is joining the cast. So now we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, we have Kevin Hart, and we have Jack Black. There's still 2 more major roles to be cast because they said, he said that instead of there being 3 major roles like there was in the original, there will be 5. Now, I've been reading some rumors that who these people might play, and that Jack Black might end up playing the Alan Parrish type character, who was played by Robin Williams. Now, I guess stylistically it makes sense to do that, but I hope that they don't, because if they do, Jack Black is somebody that I don't think can separate himself enough from the wacky, zany antics of Robin Williams. Robin Williams was a far superior comedian than Jack Black was, and a far superior actor than Jack Black was. I just hope that Jack Black does not try to do some kind of, what's the word? That he doesn't try to not mimic it, but kind of put his stamp on a Robin Williams performance. I hope that's not the case. And this is all under the prelude that he is playing the Alan Parrish character. Which, if he is the guy that was stuck in the game and has to come back out, if they're still going along with that storyline, I'd be happy with that. I just hope that it's not trying to be something close to what Robin Williams did back in the 95 original. Now, the second thing that I have an issue with, and this is all based on a rumor of who they might be playing. And as long as they're not playing these, then that's okay. And that Kevin Hart might be playing the hunter that is going after the Alan Parrish character who was in the jungle with him. Now, the main reason that I have a problem with that, unless they're going with adoption, in the original film, Van Pelt, I think was his name, Van Pelt was played by Jonathan Hyde, who also played Alan Parrish's father from when he was a kid. And the whole reason for that was a story choice, because it was that no matter where Alan went, he always had his father hunting him and coming after him and never approving of him. And it was a storyline choice that they did that. It was stylistically there for a reason. And so if Kevin Hart plays the hunter, unless they're changing that character completely, which if they do, that's great. But the thing that made Jumanji stand out above other films of its pedigree was that it had these moments of heart. It had, no pun intended, it had these moments that connected the story. Nothing was really there by accident. Nothing was there to just be a showcase. Everything moved the story along, and that is the one thing that I hope happens with this Jumanji remake. It's not like, Jumanji's not a classic per se. It's not like Citizen Kane. It's not Goodfellas. It's not Godfather. It's not Jaws, but it is a movie. To me personally, it sits very highly, not only for nostalgia purposes, but also it's a very quality film. Joe Johnston directed it, the guy who went on to do like Captain America, The First Avenger, and to his detriment, he did The Wolfman, although I minorly enjoy that movie, and that's not all his fault. He replaced Mark Romanek with only about 5 weeks before filming began, so he had very little time to prep that movie. But anyway, I digress. I am very excited for this movie. Not really because of the talent, the acting involved, absolutely, but to me, Jumanji has always been the type of story that you could do every 10 to 15 years. Whether it's a remake or it's a sequel, that is the type of film that you can always do. There's always a different setting you can have. There's always different things you could do with it. They tried to do it about 10 years ago with Zathura, and I thought Zathura was really good. It was like Jumanji set in space. And it was fun. It had high, big special effects, big action sequences. Dax Shepard showed up. So, it it had its pros and its cons, but I'm really on board with a Jumanji remake. I hope it's not a sequel. I do hope it's a remake, and I think that's what they're going for. Dwayne Johnson also did say that he is going to be honoring the memory of Robin Williams with this film, which that's why I'm getting that little red alert flash in the back of my head about Jack Black playing an Alan Parrish character, just because Jack Black, I enjoyed Goosebumps for what it was, but ever since Tropic Thunder, I can't think of a movie that he was in that I enjoyed. I can't. And even before then, he was in a lot of movies that I didn't enjoy. He fits a lot better as a supporting character than he does as a lead, and I hope that that's the case in this film, that he is not the lead character. Like, you look at Goosebumps, another example. He was better in that film because he wasn't the lead. The kids were the lead. He was a co-lead. And so, yeah, I'm on board with this. I mean, it's a dream team of comedy actors. Everybody out there may feel differently once Central Intelligence comes out later this year. Now, from the trailers that we've seen, it looks like their comedic chemistry is on full display, and it looks like it's going to work. But Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart are starring in a comedy later this summer called Central Intelligence. If that movie comes out and is not very good, that I'm going to be a little nervous about this, because the whole purpose of watching a movie like this, outside of seeing the updated action sequences and what they can do with the game, is going to be the chemistry between the leads. I mean, you look at Bonnie Hunt and Robin Williams in that first movie. It was great, and even Kirsten Dunst was in there, and to me, it worked. It worked really well. I know a lot of people out there who love it. I do know some people who don't like it, and that's fair. Movies are subjective, but I am on board with this as long as the above things that I've mentioned don't happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little too cautious about it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you on board for a Jumanji remake? Are you on board with this casting now that it's official? Now that we have Dwayne Johnson, I mean, he's got Baywatch coming out, and then he'll have this coming out like 2 months later. I'm excited for this. I'm getting more and more on board, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if we hear more information about this topic, I will double check, or I will update you guys on here. Well, that'll about do it for us here on Coming Soon Movie News with Niklsun. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been a great audience. Go ahead and click that subscribe button there in the bottom corner. You get updates whenever a new video is posted. You can also follow me on Twitter or Facebook at Niklsun, Niklsun, for all of your movie updates. And also like our Facebook fan page at facebook.com/movie news with Niklsun. If you ever have a topic or a question like I've talked about on the show, go ahead and email me at movienewswithniklsun@gmail.com or put a comment in the comment section. But until next time, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.